So guys, welcome to Mikey Unfiltered here, Canada. So I've been doing my Facebook, getting it up and running, and it's doing very well now. Now I'm going to work on YouTube. So I want to talk about Iran here. So they've just put out $30,000 US dollars for every male that is captured. It gets better. And they'll give double the amount for women, $60,000 US funds for every woman that's captured. I'm sure you guys can figure out what that's all about. It's disgusting. And that's how sick these people are. They're sick. I'm from Canada and I'm talking about US. We'll get into Canada in a minute here. So the US, Donald Trump, you love him or you hate him. And the people that love him is because he's making, we'll say, America great again. And that's exactly what he's doing. The people that don't like him, immigration, criminals, people being deported, people that don't have their US citizenship yet, those are the people that don't like him. Who cares? Who cares? He's going to worry about his own people first. Exactly what Canadians should be doing. Iran are psychopaths. They're crazy, crazy. No, I'm not talking about the good people. I'm talking about the regime. They're dangerous, dangerous people. Where I am in Canada here, in Vancouver, I did a video on my Facebook over in the building here next door. Let me just show you. You can probably see it. Well, maybe you can't, but it's, you can't see it. So let me just go over here. I want to explain to you about it. There's a bunch of, it's going to be an 8-minute video here, and if you are new, please subscribe because we got some insane stuff coming up, videos too. But over, not this building here, but the building right behind it, there's, on the lower floor, there's a Canadian flag. I mean, these are massive, massive balconies. They're 500 square feet balconies. They're huge. So on the front of the building here, on the third floor, gentleman's got the big Canadian flag hung up. Big Canadian flag. And then the apartment beside him, the person that lives beside him has got the Iranian flag hanging. When you left Iran to come to Canada, you left it for a reason to come to Canada. And we all know what the reasons are. There's many of them. And I'm going to tell you a couple of them. But you left it for a reason. And when you come to Canada, you should respect it. The flag is a big thing now. Especially in Canada, the US, you destroy the flag, you get 1 year in prison. And I really, really strongly believe that in Canada, it should be the same way. No other flag should be flown besides the Canadian flag or the province that you live in. So Alberta has just Bill 25 that no other flag at schools besides the Canadian flag or the Alberta flag can be flown. And they're talking about the Pride flag, which is, I think, amazing. But when you come to Canada, you shouldn't be hanging any flag outside your house besides the Canadian flag. No Iranian flags, no other flags. Canada flags only, guys. That's it. And everybody says, well, democracy, free country. Sure, I agree with that, but times have changed and things need to change. $30,000 for every man captured in the US and $60,000 for the women. They're crazy, guys. They're absolutely crazy. And if Canada doesn't get a grip on it, I met a man, and listen, guys, I'm not trying to pick on people. I'm not trying to, be a hater of people coming into Canada. It's not what it's about. Bring the good people in, but you need to start vetting these people very, very, very carefully, very carefully. Canada's not the same as it used to be. This gentleman drives an Uber, so I was in the car with him in the Uber and I asked him, where are you from? He says, Iran. I said, oh, nice. That's good. I wanted to hear his story, so I asked him. Obviously, I'm not video recording. I'm just talking to him as a passenger. I said, oh, what made you come to Canada and how long you been in Canada? He says, I've been here for about 2 years now. I said, well, how come you left Iran? He says, I have 2 little girls that are 3 years old. And in Iran, it is very, very dangerous for women. You got kids that are women, it's dangerous. He says, that's why I left Iran and came to Canada. And when I left Iran, he said, I have many friends, good people there. Very, very many good people. He says, but when I left there, I came to Canada and I followed the Canadian way now. He goes, I don't even think about Iran. I want nothing to do with it. And that's what I'm talking about. And he was a really good man. I enjoyed talking to him. We talked for 45 minutes. So I'm not trying to pick on people here, but we need to start getting these borders under control. U.S. was a dumping ground, and it's coming to Canada, guys. Canada is nothing like it used to be. I understand times change and it's different times, but immigration's got to slow down. Like I said, Surrey, British Columbia, the largest South Asian community in the entire world, guys, and the fastest growing next to its own country. That would be Surrey, British Columbia, the East Indian community. It's not a joke. You can Google it. It's big. It's massive. I don't live in Surrey, British Columbia anymore, where I was born and raised, because it's not my community. There's nothing there for me. Walmart, McDonald's, but I can't go shopping or go to a food store over in Surrey, British Columbia on Scott Road anymore. There's nothing there for me unless you eat Indian food, which before my celiac I would have occasionally, but you can't go buy clothes there. You can't go buy Nikes. You can't go buy anything there because it's a East Indian community. And to be honest with you, there's nobody there for me anymore. There's like no Caucasian people, very, very few. You don't get on a bus. It's all East Indians. They've just taken over. It's just taken over. And I have East Indian friends of 40 years that I love. I've known my whole life. They came to Canada back in the 80s and 70s, and they've said to me, they're pissed off. They're like, immigration's got to stop. This is absolutely insane. And we already know what happened. Look at all the shootings and extortions that are happening in Surrey because of it. So that needs to come to a halt too, right? But for Canada, when I see flags hanging next door from Iran, you came to Canada, you left Iran for a reason. You left there for a big reason, and we all know what it is. And if you really cherished and appreciated Canada and you came here, you wouldn't be hanging that nasty flag off your balcony. You'd be hanging the Canadian flag and supporting Canada, because you bring your traditions here, you bring your flag here, then go back to your own country. Go back to your old goddamn country. We don't want your traditions here. Take your flag, pack up your family, go back there. That's what you should do. But anyways, guys, that's kind of where I was going with anything before I rant and rave about everything. But Canada's got to get their shit together. I got a lot more videos coming up in the next few months, guys. I'm going to put a lot of effort into it. My Facebook, I hit 11,000 followers in just a month here. So now I'm going to start concentrating on YouTube also. Some great content coming up. Not just immigration. We have everything on here that you're going to want to see. I have a couple big videos coming up in the next few days you're going to want to see too. So I'll see you guys all in the next video. Be safe. It's July 16th, 2026 today.